Today, we're focusing on mastering development and ingestion techniques for Databricks, specifically autoloader, copy into, and initial table configuration. This session is designed to help you prepare for the Databricks Engineer Associate Certification exam in February 2026. Autoloader is a preferred tool for incrementally ingesting millions of files from cloud object storage. It automatically tracks new arrivals. The correct syntax is to use .format, cloudFiles, and specify your data format inside the cloudfiles.format option. For example, spark.readstream.format, cloudfiles, .option, cloudfiles of format, JSON, .load, /path/ to /files. This enables incremental tracking features. If you use standard Spark syntax like .format, JSON, you will not enable autoloader's incremental tracking. Remember, for the exam, you must use format, cloudfiles, and specify the data format inside the cloudfiles.format option. Watch for this syntax trap on the exam. Autoloader automatically adds a hidden column named _rescued_data to capture malformed records. Schema evolution handles extra columns or wrong data types gracefully, so the pipeline continues running even when encountering malformed data. Malformed records are preserved in JSON format for later audit and analysis. The exam key is that _rescued_data ensures pipeline resilience and data preservation. Don't assume malformed data is simply dropped or that the job fails immediately when encountering schema mismatches. Autoloader is designed for resilience, not failure. Copy into is used for simple, idempotent batch loads into Delta tables. It tracks successfully loaded files and skips them in subsequent runs. Idempotent means running twice won't load duplicate files unless you use the force option. File tracking maintains a record of successfully processed files for future runs. Delta integration moves data from landing zones directly into Delta Lake tables. Batch processing is perfect for scheduled bulk loads without continuous streaming. The exam key is, if you don't need continuous streaming, copy into is the simplest way to move data from landing zones into Delta without duplicates. Set merge schema equals true in both format_options and copy_options to handle new columns. Format_options controls how files are read and parsed during ingestion. Copy_options controls how data is written to the target Delta table. Schema evolution allows automatic addition of new columns from source files. Using overwrite schema is not a valid copy into option and will cause errors. Attempting to use overwrite schema results in command failure. The common exam trap is confusing copy into options with other Spark data frame options. Only merge schema is valid for schema evolution. Generated columns compute values automatically during writes. The syntax is generated always AS. For example, create table users ID int birth_date date. Age int generated always AS year current_date. Year birth_date. Automatic updates mean generated columns compute values automatically. Partitioning is perfect for creating partition columns from date fields or other data. Data consistency ensures derived data stays accurate without manual intervention. Do not manually provide values for generated columns during insert operations. Remember for the exam, the exact syntax is generated always AS expression. These columns automatically compute values and cannot accept manual input during writes. Temporary views are session scoped and invisible to other notebooks or users. Views disappear when the Spark session ends or the cluster restarts. They're perfect for a quick, local logic that doesn't need to be shared. Temporary views are created with create or replace temporary view syntax. The exam key is, temporary means private to your session only. Don't assume temporary views persist after cluster restart or are shareable across sessions. Global temporary views allow cross-notebook sharing on the same cluster. To create a global temporary view, use create global temporary view. When querying, you must use a global_temp prefix. For example, select asterisk from global_temp.sales_summary. Without this prefix, Spark will throw a table or view not found error. The exam trap alert is for getting the global_temp namespace. Global temp views persist across notebooks in the same cluster, but require the proper namespace prefix for access. You can query raw files directly using SQL without creating tables. Use file format prefixes like CSV, JSON, or Parquet. For example, select * from CSV, /mnt/raw_data/sales.csv. Supported formats are CSV for CSV files, JSON for JSON files, and Parquet for Parquet files. The key benefits are quick verification of raw files and no table creation required. This is perfect for data engineers who need to quickly verify raw files before building pipelines. You can query raw files directly using SQL without creating tables. Use file format prefixes like CSV, JSON, or Parquet. For example, select * from CSV, /mnt/raw_data/sales.csv. Supported formats are CSV for CSV files, JSON for JSON files, and Parquet for Parquet files. The key benefits are quick verification of raw files and no table creation required. This is perfect for data engineers who need to quickly verify raw files before building pipelines. To recap, Autoloader is for streaming and incremental ingestion from cloud object storage. Use it for continuous file arrivals. Copy-into is for simple idempotent batch loads with file tracking. Use it for scheduled bulk loads. Unity Catalog is for cross-workspace data sharing and governance. Use it for team collaboration. The decision framework is: continuous files go to Autoloader, batch schedules go to copy-into, and cross-team sharing goes to Unity Catalog. Both Autoloader and copy-into support schema evolution. For exam success, master the syntax differences, understand when each tool shines, and remember the namespace requirements for global temp views. You've got this. Today, we're focusing on mastering development.